solving mysteries in the night. Chasing shadows, finding answers, shining bright light. No one's left behind in the darkness, all alone. With a heart like a siren, she brings the lost ones home. Silent cries in the dark no longer have to be, for justice wheels keep turning, Granny on the beat. Broken voices find their power, call out hope again. When Granny's crime busters run, no victims left in pain. Bravery in her veins, truth she won't disguise. With a fire in her eyes, she's got nothing to deny. Granny fights for justice, never backs down from the call. For the voiceless and the missing, she'll stand tall. In a world full of shadows, she fights the unseen. A guardian of the truth in this wicked dream. Every story told brings her back to life. Granny's on the case, cutting through the lies. She guards the broken hearted from a world that hides. With unwavering spirit, she wears no disguise. Searching for the lost pieces of a shattered life. Granny brings the dawn after a longest night. Whoa.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, SRB. Good to see you. First one in. I decided to jump on a little earlier because I know we want to be off of here at 6 so that we can watch the Lore Lodge tonight. Seth and Tony are going to be on there. Hello, Brenda Joe. Good to see you. Justice Jane. Hello. So yeah, I thought we'd jump on a little earlier so that we don't go over, because typically we do. But I know I don't want to miss the Lore Lodge, and I'm sure you guys don't either. Number 5 for the likes. Awesome. So a little bit of news. At Night did make a post. I guess it's been let me look here. 15 hours ago now. So must have been late last night that they posted that. I'm going to share my screen with you. And it'd be 7 Eastern time. So, finally, some word from At Night. Public update on the February 17th, 2025. As of February 17th, At Night Private Intelligence maintains the belief that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, 16, is still alive and urges the public to continue submitting any and all information related to his disappearance. As reported by law enforcement authorities, Sebastian's disappearance is being investigated as a criminal matter, indicating that an individual or individuals are accountable for his disappearance. If you possess any information regarding his whereabouts, it is imperative that you come forward and provide it to the authorities. The reward for his safe return remains at $250,000. We, along with Dog the Bounty Hunter and our partners, are resolute in our mission to locate you. We will also diligently seek out anyone who was aware of your whereabouts but chose to remain silent, potentially endangering Sebastian or hindering the investigation and search operations. Your time is running out. They're speaking directly to the perpetrators there. I was like, "Ooh, wait a minute." I'll repeat that. We, along with Dog the Bounty Hunter and our partners, are resolute in our mission to locate you. We will also diligently seek out anyone who was aware of your whereabouts but chose to remain silent, potentially endangering Sebastian or hindering the investigation and search operations. Your time is running out. At this time, there are no new public updates, but our work behind the scenes has not stopped. Every piece of information is being digitally analyzed, verified, and pursued. We remain steadfast in our mission to locate Sebastian. Furthermore, we acknowledge the ongoing threats against our team, partners, and legal representatives, and appropriate security measures are in place. At Night has not faltered and will not succumb to intimidation. Every attempt to hinder this search only reinforces our determination. If you have any information concerning the whereabouts of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, please contact the following organizations: Sumner County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, tips to TBI at tbi.tn.gov, the FBI tip line at tips.fbi.gov. Alternatively, you can contact Doug the Bounty Hunter at 833-TELL-DOG, the At Night hotline at 844-922-3236, and email mostwanted at manhunts.one. At Night, we'll keep going until we get the answers we need. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is still out there, and this effort won't stop until we find out what happened. If you have any information concerning the whereabouts of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, or via email at tips.tbi.tn.gov. You may also reach out to your local FBI office, the nearest American embassy or consulate, or submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. And alternatively, you can contact Doug the Bounty Hunter at Night via phone or text, or lastly, you can send emails to mostwanted@manhunts.one. Thank you for standing with us. Together, we will continue pushing forward until we have the answers that Sebastian Rogers deserves. So, there you have it. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, NH. Good to see you guys. Let's see what's Poppy. Good to see you. Yeah, it has been a while, Poppy. Good to see everybody here. So, yes, we have the update from At Night. Also, they did fix the date on the TBI poster, the FBI poster, to the 25th, the last seen date. Okay. So that kind of settles that. Guys, it doesn't mean, I want to make this clear. So it doesn't mean that if he was carried out in the flashlight video, right? If he was carried out, that couldn't have been him or whatever. Most of you know I don't I guess I just don't go along with the photo because I can't see anything in it. And having said that, you can't see his face in there. So he wasn't seen on the 26th. Doesn't mean he wasn't carried out on the 26th in the early morning hours, right? And I'm not saying that isn't real. I don't know. I just can't see his face. Okay. So, um, that's kind of my stand on that. Exactly. SRB, you said it better than me. It could just mean they don't have a clear sight with the flashlight video. That's right. Could very well be it. And so the 25th at the Texas Roadhouse would have been the last scene. Kind of like we've always been talking about, right? So that is nailed down. We don't have to worry about that date anymore, right? Because that got to be a problem for a while. But it gave everybody things to talk about because honestly, there hasn't been much, has there? There hasn't been much at all. And that's been really disturbing, right? But I had come on and I had told my people in chat that I knew that At Night was working, that they hadn't stopped because we hadn't heard from them for so long. But I couldn't say why, couldn't say how, but I knew that they were still working, and this just kind of verifies it all. They had threats. No worries, Ginger. Good to see you. So they had threats. Those threats remain. And I like what they said here. I'm going to make it a little bigger so you guys can actually see it. How is that? There we go. So furthermore, we acknowledge the ongoing threats against our team partners and legal representatives, and appropriate security measures are in place. At Night has not faltered and will not succumb to intimidation. Bolded there. Every attempt to hinder, that's the part I like. That is the part I like. Every attempt to hinder this search only reinforces our determination. And that's where it is, guys. Right? They're not going to be bullied. Right? They're not going to be bullied into stopping the search for Sebastian. They just won't. The sad thing about it is that they do have to take some resources to, try to figure out who these people were, right? And that takes away from the search for Sebastian. And remember, guys, just because they're not out there on the ground, if Sebastian's alive the way they think he is, and I'm standing with them and Seth, law enforcement, they all believe he's alive. If he's alive, getting out there on the ground searching for him is not going to help anything. They have to get the intelligence and go to where they think he might be. Okay? So I'm just telling you that getting out there and searching on the ground isn't going to help right now. The intelligence is what's going to help, right? No worries, K9. Good to see you. So I'm glad about that. Hong has gotten pretty vocal as well. You gotta love Hong's sense of humor. We will go there. Okay. I don't know where to start. Because he's put out a lot today. Wow, I didn't even see that one. This Hong did repost this. This is the flyer where they changed the last seen date, February 25th. And guys, yes, the February 26th date up here is still up there because that's the day he was reported missing, okay? But it does say down here, last seen February 25th, okay? So that has been fixed. It's been changed. I don't know where to start with Hong. Oh gosh. I guess this one. So cling clang, cling clang. FBI didn't make a mistake. FBI was testing how far they would ride the lie. Sebastian was never seen after Texas Roadhouse. Chris is right. Poof. I mean, I don't know if all this is true. Why did they alter the date? I just wanted to see if there's anything that's really I'll let you guys read that. Can you read it all right? Do you realize Sebastian Rogers' stepdad has as many CPS reports as he does marriages? Would you look at that? I guess I never thought about it, but okay, so he calls SF Flasher. And he says that he was never hired, can't be fired, prove you were hired, where's your engagement letter? Oh, you don't have one, Flasher. And then he has the and I don't know. Ginger could probably tell you more about what all these people on here mean than I could. Guys, I'm just going to tell you honestly. I do not get Hong's sense of humor. I just don't. Yeah, I'm just not going to mention some of these people he's talking about because I just don't. We don't do that here in our channel. So, I just encourage you guys, if you want some laughs, head on over to Hong's Twitter X page because whether you understand it or not, they say he was never hired, Poppy Love. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. So, yeah, it is crazy. It is really crazy. He has such a, I don't know if it's the language barrier for me or what it is, but that's all right. SRB. I don't know if it's a language barrier for me that I have a hard time with his humor or if I'm just that old that I can't get it. But yeah, I have a hard time understanding his humor. It just goes right over my head. I usually have to email Ginger and say, "What does this mean?" The thing that makes me feel he made it home was the dash cam. Yeah, I I guess yeah. It was turned in a week later, and it was just audio and not video, so is it valid? I mean, that's the thing, and then but what about the flashlight video then, guys? I mean, I don't know, you know? I'm I'm open to thinking he may not have made it home from the Texas Roadhouse. I'm open to thinking that, but I honestly believe that the flashlight video is real, and I don't think that they just did that to try to throw things off. I think that's way too much trouble to go to at 3:00 in the morning. Um, so, um, I think he did make it home, and the reason that I did think he made it home was because he had no shoes on. Jennifer Coffindaffer said that. She said to her, it's not unusual that he had no shoes or socks on, because if a person is abducted and carried out of their home, the abductor, whether it's family or otherwise, um, is not going to they're not going to take the time to put their socks and shoes on them. Okay. Exactly. We're not going to name individuals. We'll let the judge handle all that. I think the flashlight video is where it is, but the rest of it, maybe seeing people, I think that is really difficult. I go with the mob's crew, Chris's thinking on that. And the reason that I do is because there were extra pixels of light on the video that they're using. So it's really hard to tell whether it's true or not, because when the homeowner made that video, the flashlight video, I mean, when she recorded it off her computer screen. Okay. So it's a copy. And then you get the lights flashing off the computer screen when you're taking the video with your phone. So you're getting extra pixels in there, guys. Do I want it to be that somebody carrying Sebastian out? Do I want it to be where they can see them and put them behind bars? Absolutely, I do. More than anything. More than anything. So I'm not discounting that happened. I'm just discounting the fact that we can identify anything out of that video other than, I mean, the flashlights were pretty obvious, and where the placement of them were, that was obvious. But when you can't see faces and when you can't exactly make out what's going on there, you can't go with that. It wouldn't hold up in a court of law anyway, right? And I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. That's just my opinion. And, I want it to be that they can see, they have some video somewhere that they can see who took him, or some other evidence that these people messed up and said something they shouldn't have said, and now they're busted. I mean, that's what I want, right? Because the end result is we all want Sebastian home, right? We all want him home. That's the goal. That's the focus, right? We want him home for his dad. Honestly, guys, I know that Seth is going to be on the Lore Lodge tonight. We haven't seen him for quite some time, other than maybe in chats and stuff. But I'm not looking forward to seeing Seth's face. It's going on very close to a year now. That man has got to be hurting so badly. I can't even imagine. And I don't know how he's making it through his days, honestly. You know, as he comes up on this year, I'm really, really hoping and praying that law enforcement, that at night, that they're finding something, that they've got good leads. And guys, I'm sure if they do, if they have good leads, they're being very careful because you don't want to tip anybody off because you want Sebastian's safety. That's the utmost priority. That could be the holdup. That could be the holdup. You know, it's like Hong said, Chris was right. Sebastian went poof. But he didn't, though. And he didn't do it by himself. Sebastian didn't do this. I know that deep within me. I just know that. Sebastian did not do this. Guys, he did not. And no matter what Chris wants to say, Sebastian didn't walk out of that home. Not in his own power. He did not. And so then they have to try to build a case. If they have video, they have the original hard drive of that flashlight video, guys. They have the original. So if there's anything to be seen in that, they will see it. They have all the tech resources that they need to get to the bottom of that video, what's on there, right? But sometimes there just isn't anything to be seen, right? They can't, get to it enough to be able to see anything. So then they have to have other chips, other information. And remember that every perpetrator makes a mistake somewhere along the way. And guys, there's one whole side who is totally silent right now. Ask yourself why. Why are they silent? Why all of a sudden? Parents of a missing child, if they're innocent, they're not going to go silent. Can you think of anyone? Here's a good example. Gabby Petito's family. They didn't shut up until she was found. Well, they still haven't shut up. They're out there working to help other people that were in their position, to help missing people, right? They're out there working for the victims. They have not shut up. That's all right, K9. So they have not shut up. And we all know they were innocent. That's a good example of that. The Petitos were totally innocent. They did not shut up. They kept shouting from the rooftops from the minute that they couldn't find Gabby. They were trying to find every single resource that they could to find Gabby. They did everything that they could. They did not shut up. Why do we have two parents here that have shut up completely? Yeah, any innocent parent usually doesn't go silent. Any innocent parent usually doesn't plead the fifth. I just hope that they're being watched. Because if they're not, then law enforcement has to explain why they let them out of their sight. Canine, I can and I can't. I just was kind of saying that earlier. It hurts to see him in pain. And I can't imagine how he's faring up coming upon a year here. It's got to be so difficult. Right? It's got to be really difficult. You know. You have to wonder about those pictures that were sent to Chris. They showed lights on at the back of the house. You know, I don't know. Were, you know, had those pictures been messed with to throw all of us on off on a different path? I mean, all that could happen, right? I don't know. I know that Chris from the Mob Crew said that he didn't think that they had been messed with because of just the way that the lights fell, you know, and the way that they looked. So I, for one, Tony said that they're releasing information we don't have. That'll be really interesting, won't it? And they must have gotten, if they're releasing information that we don't have, they must have gotten an okay from law enforcement to release it. I mean, I hope so. Tony has been saying for a while now that there was good news coming, but we haven't seen it. So I like Tony. I know that Seth trusts him. I just want I want to see what this news is, right? I hope that that's, you know, true. I hope it's not just a way to get us all there, because I think we'd all be there anyway to support Seth, right? Yeah. Well, the CPS reports, yeah, I don't know. I know we'd like to know what was in them. I think we all have kind of an idea, right? And so I don't know. You know, it would be illegal to release those, number one. So I don't want to, you know, and that is HIPAA. So I don't want to see something that we're not supposed to see. If it comes out later on, then fine, right? But hello, Fred. Good to have you. You listened to a really, really interesting physics reading today. About what? Oh, psychic reading today. Gotcha. It says physics, but I think you mean psychic. And Fred, you're right. We have seen a lot of fake stuff out there. And on my channel, we really try to stay away from anything we look at it objectively and try to figure out, whether we think, and honestly, I will look at it, and you can ask any of my regulars on here, my mods, SRB, you can ask any of them. I don't, if I don't think something has any validity to it, I won't show it. That's all right, K9. So, yeah, um, I'm just really careful that way. I don't want to promote something that may not be true. Because I want to protect my people in chat. I want to protect myself, my channel, right? And that's why we don't talk about other creators or anything here, because we just don't, it doesn't help anything. It doesn't help anything. But oh yeah, yes, SRB, he would definitely. If Seth released that, he would face jail time. Yes, most definitely. That's serious consequences for that. And I know he probably wishes that everybody knew what he knows, right? But if we think about it, I think we do know, right? I think we do know that what happened, or have a good idea. We've heard some things that have happened that are probably right in line with those CPS reports. So we don't really need to know them. Yes, Cheryl, we're a drama-free channel. We're a drama-free channel. We're growing slow, but we're building a fantastic community here. We're building a bunch of people who do not like drama and garbage. Right, SRB. Yes, we are. So yeah. We will talk about things that are out there. We like Hong's things that I don't understand. I just tell you guys, go on over there if you want to see what he's talking about, because I don't know. And, I try to make sure that you guys have all the most up-to-date information, and there just hasn't been any, right? And this interview with Seth tonight is going to be when is the last time we've heard from Seth? Does anybody know? It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm trying to remember where he was, what show he was last on. Was it the news channel at the 6-month mark? Because that's been a long time. Well, the Nancy Grace one, but I don't think that one's ever coming out. Oh, his last live. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I forget about his lives. Yeah, that's right. His last live, which was a while ago. Sebastian's birthday. Yeah, I think that's when it was. Because he was on the Nancy Grace show a couple weeks ago, whatever. But that's not coming out. So yeah. Sebastian's birthday was December 7th. Oh, right before Christmas, he was at Tony's. Yeah, that's right. So we haven't seen him this year. We have not seen Seth this year. This will be the first time. Interesting. Really interesting. I kind of wonder I'm curious as to what Aiden's gonna be asking him about tonight. A heated debate with an iTunes rep. Uh-oh. Oh. That doesn't sound like fun. Oh, so, yeah. Um, other than that, no real information has come out in regards to Sebastian. Right. Yeah. Popping in for comment here or there in other chats. I have seen that. So we know he's still alive, at least. But yeah, I can't imagine how he's feeling. I wonder if he's going to do a live for the year. Will it be 225 or 226? I think if he did make it home, it was probably 226 when he went missing early morning. If he didn't make it home from the Texas Roadhouse, then it was 225. But yeah, I just wonder if he's gonna go live for that. Maybe he'll have some information about the Nancy Grace video. I wonder if that's what Tony's going to talk about. She got a lot of backlash from that, so. Two people that won't do anything on the anniversary of his disappearance. Yeah. I'm only going to, yeah, Kanan, we don't know why the Nancy Grace video was never released. There was a lot of backlash. And Nancy Grace was sent a lot of backlash from many people. And all of a sudden, because she had put out the audio of the podcast, and I did hear part of it, but then all of a sudden it was pulled down. And nothing more has ever been said. I think I have an idea of why, but I'm not going to go there because I don't know that for sure, and I'm not going to. I'm just not going to go there. Not a good idea. But as far as doing anything on his year, I hope if law enforcement puts something out, they'll put out something new instead of going back to old videos. Even Jennifer Coffindaffer figured out what they did on the 6 month, and that angered her as well. And I said the same thing. I said, they're using old videos. This doesn't help the search for Sebastian. This doesn't tell us anything about where they're at in the investigation today. Even if they don't have a whole lot to share, don't go show old videos that you have Um, no suspects. No one's been cleared. I mean, you know, we don't need to hear all that. Um, so I hope if law enforcement does something, they just, tell the circumstances of how he disappeared, and that it's been a year and they're still looking for him, and they're still, you know, following up all viable leads, something like that, instead of showing old stuff. Yes. Yes, dog does plan on increasing the reward on the 1-year mark. And he said substantially. So that, I don't know what that means, but he's already increased it substantially. He's increased it by $150,000. Or wait, $200,000. He's increased it by, because the FBI did the 50. So, yeah, he's already increased it substantially. So I can't even imagine how much more he's going to increase it. But I mean, every dollar helps, I think. I mean, even the FBI putting out 50,000, guys, that's a lot of money for the FBI to put out. So they really do believe, I think, that this is a criminal abduction. So, or they wouldn't put that out. Yeah. Hong did mention something about needing a couple more puzzle pieces and somebody would be arrested. So I don't know who he meant. He didn't say. I mean, hopefully. Yeah, that is a lot of money just from the FBI, because what I've typically seen is like 15,000. And I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at either, right? 15,000 is a lot of money, but 50,000, that's significant. That says something right there. And I don't think that's been talked about enough, because then Dog came in and added 200,000 to it, right? But for the FBI to do that, guys, that's pretty significant. And Jennifer Coffindaffer said that quite a while ago. So, I mean, I don't trust Sumner County alone. I'm thankful that the FBI, Secret Service, TBI, that they're all working on it together, because I think different eyes are going to help, right? Especially if there's some buddy system going on anywhere in Hendersonville. I don't know. Guys, I will tell you this, okay? Well, I'll just show you. We have a little bit of time. I'm just going to show you what I see. So, this is the Sumner County Sheriff's Office page, okay? Okay, so this is, showing the flooding that's been going on, and that's not a good thing, okay? Talking about the school resource officers, that's okay. Flood safety. Well, the last little bit has been pretty good. Okay. Can you see this? Okay, let's see if I can get this bigger. Roses are red, violets are blue. If your ex has a warrant, you know what to do. Love may fade, but warrants won't. There's a runaway juvenile. February 12th, and the police are looking for her. LaVea Nicole Jones reported missing. She did not return to her residence on February 7th. Okay. So there's that. Here we have Loophole Lanny, and he is a SA offender. Violated it 5 times. They're looking for him in their county. Fraudulent phone calls in their county. They had been looking for this guy. Here's a felony escape in their county. I don't know. I guess this was important. A school resource officer got duct taped to a wall. They raised $1,000 for their school's PTO fundraiser, and she let them duct tape her to a wall. Quite a few felons, shots fired, suspects in custody. And guys, we're only on January. Here's another one. Homicide warrant. So I said all that. I showed you all that to say that Sumner County is not a very safe place to be. Yes, that's a lot of money. Amazing nobody has tried to claim it. Which tells me it's familial. Familial being family abduction. Because if it was somebody else, that's a lot of money, guys. But family, especially that family, not enough for them to come forward, is it? I mean, think about it. If it's a stranger, or a stranger heard about something, saw that somebody abducted Sebastian or saw Sebastian they would turn it in for that money, wouldn't they? But if it's family, they're not going to. And I think that's what's going on here. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. But I think that, honestly, what other reason is it that nobody is, coming forward? Because somebody knows something out there, right? Somebody knows something. I would love to see something happen before the 25th. We have, 8 days? But I don't know, guys. We were hoping for the 6-month mark. I mean, and praying, right? We've been praying. But we're not giving up. That's the key. Sebastian will be home. We just don't know when. But I think we're going to leave it there for tonight, because I'm going to give you the grannyism that I have, because the Lore Lodge is going to be on pretty soon, and I'll let you go here. Let's see. So it's pretty simple today. Find a reason to smile every day. Find a reason to smile, right? We all need that every day. I fell going up the stairs yesterday, scared the crap out of me and my dog. Oh, I'm afraid of falling, but I am so sore today, guys. I can hardly move. But so yeah, try to find a reason to smile every day. Because some days especially, when we try to talk about Sebastian and Seth and how Seth might be feeling, and we're going to go into this and see how he's feeling, right? Yeah, I'm okay though. I'm okay, SRB. It just was not fun and it was scary. It was not fun. Lacey just turned around and she was always ahead of me, of course. She's got to herd me, right? She just turned around and just staring at me. And I just stayed where I was for a minute, making sure I was okay before I tried to move. I was almost to the top of the stairs. There was like 3 stairs from the top. So, yeah, it was crazy. I'm glad I didn't fall backwards. That would not have been good. But, yeah, I'm good. Just sore today. Crazy old granny, right? I know. It's my biggest fear, too. It really scared me, so, I'm being very extra careful. Yes, exactly, SRB. It is scary. It's really scary. Especially when you're alone, it's like, weeples wobble and they do fall down. Brenda, you and I have had our share of falls this last week or couple weeks. No more. We're done. All right, I'm going to let you guys go because it's 3 minutes till the Lore Lodge. So have a good night. I'll see you over there, all right? Good night, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at granniescrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.